Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel for my first video in probably like over a year. But maybe one of my 2025 goals will be to do one of these videos a year. I'm here today with some of the 12 books I would like to read in 2025, so I'm just going to go through those and my other goals with you for the year. So 2025 is going to be a really busy year for me. We're moving into our first home and we're going to get married in September. So I'm only setting a goal of 12 books. There are also 12 books in this pile and I am undoubtedly going to read other books around those 12, but they're the 12 ones I'd kind of like to tick off the list. And hopefully one book a month is achievable. I usually always manage a couple of audiobooks, maybe an ebook, and we're working on reading physical books. The first I have to read is the Falling in Love montage. I've had this on my shelf for ages and I couldn't tell you why I've not picked it up. I think maybe only because I've got a physical book, and as I've discussed already, I'm not very good at picking them up. Then I have You'd Look Better as a Ghost. I picked this up on a whim from a bookshop we went to that was new and I thought it sounded really interesting. I like books where I want to say ghosts are featured as characters, and I don't think this is going to be the case in this, but I think it sounded like a really fun premise, but the title is what made me pick it up. The final book, which is a bit outside my comfort zone, is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I don't read a lot of classics like ever, but Sam got this for me for my birthday, I think possibly the first year we met, and we will have been together for 8 years this year, so I think I'm long overdue a read. I'll probably pick up the audiobook for this though, because I do find that's the only way I want to read a classic, and I do tend to read a lot of audiobooks because I knit and just like when I go for walks with the dog and stuff. Next I have The End in Fire, which is the final book in this trilogy. I'll probably end up having to reread book 1 and 2, but I think I both have them as audiobooks, so that's probably how I'll do it. This series has had a lot of really interesting twists and turns, so I'm interested to know how it will conclude. Then I have The Phoenix Keeper, which I think sounds so interesting. I think it was lesbians who don't like each other and work in a magical zoo. Finally, for ones that aren't in a specific kind of reason for reading, I have Starling House. I can't remember if I've read anything else by Alex E. Harrow other than The 10,000 Doors of January, but I really like that one, so I'm excited to try something else by her. The next few books are all arcs I want to finish, because a lot of them I start coming up to the release date and then just never finish them, so that's something I also need to work on. The first I have is The Dark Mirror. I actually have finished this one. This is the 5th book in the Bone Season series, but I read it in a really weird way. I read half of it then stopped because I was quite content with where we were, but I do want to finish it and read it and do like a whole thing, but also I feel like I need to reread it just because Samantha Shannon always puts so many details and you feel like you can't appreciate them the first time. Then I have Daughter of Winter and Twilight. I have read the first one a couple of times and then I got about 60% of the way through this one, but I think I must have just had other deadlines coming up, so I didn't get the chance to finish it. Then I've got Clytemnestra's Bind. I think I started this, maybe got a couple of chapters through, but I don't have a bookmark in it, so I'm not actually sure how far I got through. The 3 that I only have on NetGalley are Mirrorland, How We Fall Apart, and The Girl in the Tree. I have actually started The Girl in the Tree. I'm about a chapter of the way through, which probably isn't far, maybe like 5%. But I'm enjoying it so far, and I would just like to kind of finish them because they are older ones. I have, I think, done spotlights for them all, but yeah, I'd actually like to do a review, and then my NetGalley shelf will be more or less clean, apart from I know there's one book that I never managed to review because I didn't download it in time, which is really sad. There's also a few books on my currently reading list which I started last year and just never finished them. Again, they were other arcs, but they're just not ones that are on my NetGalley shelf. They've had spotlights, they've just not had reviews, and I would like to kind of clear that so I've got a clean slate. In terms of other reading goals, like I said, I'd like to do one video a month and get better with posting like reviews and actual blog posts again, so it's just renewing all that. For general goals, I guess, get all organised for the house and the wedding. I'd like to try and grow my hair a bit, which I don't know how much of that will be up to me. Get a bit better at makeup pre-wedding in case that's something I want to do, and don't know, just try and enjoy the year, I guess. We've got so much happening. I don't want to get like all overwhelmed with stuff. I brought myself a 5-year diary this year, which I have tried multiple times before, but I think this will be the year where I do it. Let me know some of your goals for this year. Let me know if you've read any of the books, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.